Women only want the men with money.
Yeah, as they should.
Oh, thank you.
But
That should be the number one thing. When you're dating, that should be the first thing that
Why?
you...
Materialism
one of the
should
things.
be the number one
It's
thing.
not just materialism. It's that
it is materialism.
it should be.
Are you saying one of or the most important?
The most important, yes.
Because if you're
Yes.
dating someone strictly for money, I don't want to hear you getting angry about him sleeping around or him doing whatever.
It was interesting how confident she was in believing that this is what women should do, without recognizing that this mindset often leads them to a place where they miss out on meaningful relationships. If your main goal is to find someone who is rich, then any guy who isn't already in that category gets automatically ruled out. And that's not a smart dating strategy, especially considering that a lot of genuinely good men haven't made it yet. It's usually better to find someone who's still building his life and stand by his side during that process, because that's where the real bond is formed. That's when he will go above and beyond to provide the life she deserves, simply because she believed in him when things were still uncertain. Relationships like that tend to be far more fulfilling, as most of us deeply value the person who was part of the journey.
Hey, you came to work today?
Yeah, my man just dropped me off.
I thought I was your man.
Stop. Go
Hey,
slow.
give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You getting thicker?
My man's gonna see.
Almost your lunch. Almost your lunch. Hey, Nick, did you get?
Bye. Oh my
Hey,
god,
baby.
I miss you guys.
Yeah, we did too. Tomorrow? You gonna work tomorrow?
I think most of us have seen that couple at work. And the sad part is the other spouse who has no clue about what's going on, believing their partner is always excited to go to work because they genuinely love their job, not realizing there's a very different reason behind that daily enthusiasm.
Am I the asshole for not telling my girlfriend I was going to break up with her if she went on vacation with male friends? Basically, my girlfriend went on vacation with her male friends. I told her this made me uncomfortable, and I didn't want her to go. By the way, she used to hook up with one of them before she met me. She told me that it'd be fine and that they're like brothers to her. I already made the decision.
Incest. Okay.
I already made the decision to break up with her right then and there, but I wanted to get my stuff from her place before anything, and I figured I should do that while she's gone. I didn't want to break up over text or call, so I waited for her to come back. I picked her up when she came home, dropped her off, and gave her the key to her place and broke up. She started crying, and she figured it was because of the vacation. She keeps saying that nothing happened. I told her that she knew I was uncomfortable with this, and she still went. She mentioned that I should have said that I'd break up with her if she went, and that if she knew that, she never would have gone. I told her that I didn't want to be controlling and threaten her with ending the relationship.
That was the best thing he could have done for both of them, and he handled it in a way that avoided all the unnecessary drama this type of situation could have easily created. She's in a relationship, so she shouldn't be going on holiday with someone she's already dated, and calling him a friend won't make much difference. The whole thing is a huge red flag. But what makes it worse is that she insisted on going even after her boyfriend told her he wasn't comfortable with it. The fact that she felt the need to do something she knew he wouldn't approve of just shows how important that trip was, and I'm sure that's something he seriously considered when making his decision. I know most people would understand why he chose to walk away, as she left him with no other choice but to move on. At the end of the day, it's clear she had already made her choice.
If I were to borrow your credit card and I spent $2,000, how would you react?
That's a great question. How long have you known each other at this point?
2 months.
2 months. Okay. And what did you spend it on?
You don't need to know.
Well, I mean, I like to have open communication with my partner to know what they spent it on. No?
But how would you react?
Curiously. I'd be like, so why did you spend $2,000 and you didn't let me know? There we go.
You should be angrier. That is a major red flag if someone has a credit card.
She had a point, and I actually liked what she did in the end. Hopefully, simps are paying attention, because that guy perfectly displayed what being a big simp looks like. He knew he had every reason to be upset about it, especially coming from someone he had just met, but instead of standing his ground, he chose to play the nice guy and people pleaser. He tried to stay as calm and agreeable as possible, thinking that would work in his favor, but fortunately, she didn't let that slide. She made it clear that she expected more from him. She wanted someone with a backbone, someone who would stand up for himself and for what he believes in, even if it makes others uncomfortable, and because he couldn't do that, he was automatically disqualified. So guys, let this be a lesson. Stand for what you know is right and stop simping just because she's attractive. It won't go your way.
Can you check my phone? My hands are full.
You're not worried what I might see?
No, why would I be worried?
Why is this kind of giving me the ick? He doesn't even have one thing he's worried about me seeing? Ew. Now that I think about it, he leaves his phone unattended an awful lot. Yesterday, we were eating out, and he just left his phone at the table when he went to use the bathroom. Like, who does that? Oh my god. I'm dating a man that nobody wants. What the hell are we ever gonna fight about? I made a terrible mistake.
Hey, who texted me?
I didn't look. I gotta go.
Where?
Oh my god, you're so clingy all of a sudden. Chill out.
Most people might see this as just comedy and think it doesn't happen, but unfortunately, this is pretty much how things are playing out in today's dating scene. I'm not sure if it's because they've spent too much time around Chad and have gotten used to the chaos, or if that's just genuinely what they're drawn to, but either way, the pattern is hard to ignore. The reality is that unless he makes her feel like there's someone else ready to take her place, she's more likely to get bored and eventually walk away. We keep seeing it over and over again. It's like there's this constant need to feel like they're with a man who's a winner, someone other women also want. For some reason, that seems to be what keeps them interested. That guy was just too normal.
This whole divorce thing, I really thought to myself, I'm gonna find a single dad who already has his kids so that I don't ever have to give kids to somebody else because I am done, right? Tell me why I saw a video that said, no good woman is gonna let go of a good dad and a good husband. Which means, like, any man who's single and has kids, at some point did something to break that relationship apart. It literally blew my mind because I hadn't thought about the fact that no woman in her good senses is gonna let go of a man that's a good dad and a good husband. It genuinely shattered my heart because I was like, yeah, you're right. Any woman that's in all her senses is not gonna let go of a good man. So I'm not saying all the men that are single dads are bad, not at all whatsoever. I'm not saying that I'm gonna not date somebody that has kids. But to me, I'm like, is there any way we can excuse a single dad who's not with the mother of his kids? Like, can he still be a good man? Can he still be stepfather material? Can he still be good husband material? Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing because it genuinely blew my mind.
That's completely false. Anyone who's spent even a little time on social media has probably come across videos where women talk openly about wanting to leave their husbands, even when those men are good fathers and solid partners. And the reasons aren't always about infidelity or major relationship issues. Sometimes it's simply because they feel bored or say they want to discover themselves. So yes, a woman can leave a good man. People love to assume that if a relationship didn't work out, it must have been something he did, but we all know that's not always the case.
It says you're broke.
Not necessarily, but in other words, you're saying...
If you asked me out, why would you not pay? I'm
So you
doing
do
you
want
the
a guy-
favor
Right,
of
but-
coming to the dinner.
You would be surprised by how many women actually have this mindset, and that's a big part of why things are becoming more challenging over time. She's openly saying that if a guy takes her on a date, he should pay because in her view, just showing up is already doing him a favor. So he should be grateful that she even agreed to it, and honestly, that's what makes it so interesting. But I understand where this mindset comes from. It's what happens when women spend too much time dealing with simps. Over time, they start developing this delusional sense of entitlement, thinking that guys should be thankful that they got the chance to secure a date, so they need to go above and beyond to make sure she is pleased. They start to believe that the way simps act is what we all supposed to do, not realizing that this is not how things work. That illusion fades quickly the moment they meet a man who doesn't feel the need to use his wallet to earn attention. You could tell by the way she said it that she genuinely believes this is how things should work. And honestly, my best advice to any guy who finds himself in that situation is simple. Just walk away. There's no point in entertaining that level of entitlement. It's not worth your time or energy.
I don't know what it is.
When she says she don't know what it is, she means that literally. Viewer discretion is advised.
But something about seeing a man at the club just completely turns me off.
Wait, the same club that you're in, You are turned off if you see a man in the club. The same club that probably wouldn't even be open if those men were not in there spending the money, because y'all not gonna spend it. I really hope she explains this logic.
Because I just feel like, as a grown man, why are you at the club?
The same exact reasons you're at the club. What is the difference? Not to mention, going to the club when you're a grown man, when you got your shit together, is probably the best it's ever gonna get. When you can actually afford the things in the club, it's a different experience.
Like, you should be with at home, or like with your family, or like trying to find a family, or like getting money. Like, why are you in the club?
The logic on some of y'all. You know what? I think if she would have put an age on the example, it would have made sense. Like, oh, damn, he 50 or 60, he in the club. Ah, I get that. Yeah, bro, hey, you need to go find something else to do. But she just said a man in the club. What? So if he's 27 in the club, that's an issue for you? And if your logic is he's supposed to be trying to build a family or trying to make some money, what are you supposed to be doing? Why are you in the club? Knowing damn well if those men were not there, you would not be in that club. Club culture only exists because men fund it. We pay for the good time. We pay for the sections. We pay for the bottle. We pay for the hookah. Man, y'all just be getting on here saying anything, man. There's no way you made that video, watched it back, and was like, yeah, I'm about to kill him with this one. But you know what? You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.